On the table of men, we are actually going to have a discussion right now. So on my right, we have SO Blackman and Kobe Sweets. You are both welcome to the table of men. So Jackie, what do we have on the table today?
So election 2020 is that time of the year again when we hear so many promises from so many political parties. So most of the youth are saying they want change and the change isn't coming. Are we the youth game changers or routine followers?
All right, that's a very tough question. I mean, everybody wants to be a game changer, right?
So how do we change the game if we want to be one the game changer?
Well, I'd say by voting. I mean, I would encourage everyone to vote because, I mean, if you want to actually see the change, you have to be the change. So if you want to change, if you want to see something changed, I mean, you have to vote to see the change you want to.
But we've seen transitions in the political parties, and it seems like we are the same place.
Yeah, so I beg to differ. I believe the options we have are not really encouraging. Yes. They have all had fair share of power, and then I feel they are both disappointed. So for me, I feel it's not like I want to either be a game changer or a routine follower, but regardless, the system puts me at a situation where, regardless of what I do, the consequences are still going to be the same.
Yeah.
So it is difficult for me to say I would be a game changer, because if I want to be a game changer, it's like I'm still stuck in my position.
So I mean, it's either you're a game changer or you're a team follower. So
but there's a frustration.
The point I'm trying to make is, even if I want to be a game changer, I have to work under power, and then the power is being given to some people there who are actually disappointing us over and over again.
You saying the power is given to some people, we give them the power.
Yes, exactly.
Like you are giving them the power, like they are in power because we gave them the power to be in power. So, like, I mean, you have the chance, I mean, to change, to put who you want in power. And then, so, I mean, it's you putting them in power.
Yes, and the point I am making is, I have the chance to put people I want in power. Yeah. And the people available to us are not people I believe can do the work. You understand?
So how does that, I mean?
Yes, so
you are
telling me to actually put like someone in power.
Someone will be in power.
But so how is Ghana going to change in this way if everyone that is available to us right now is like we have is between bad and worse?
Yes.
So how are we going to change?
I mean, I feel it's change here will be a gradual thing, and then the millennium now should, I mean, we all claim to be woke in some essence. I mean, we know that we feel okay, this quote unquote people in power can't give us what we want. So I mean, we should fight for change. We should, I mean, do something. And then it's more like it's more of mostly Twitter banters and all of that.
Yes, and you're saying Twitter banters. Like that is the only way we can share our opinions and views.
I'm not disputing the fact that's.
But in about 20 or 15 or 20 years, we, as we are sitting here now, or the youth, we are the ones going to be at the top.
And I feel like when we get there, we might even be corrupt or what are we going to do differently?
The point is, they were youth. They were once youth like us.
And they got there.
Probably they had mindsets like us, like okay, fine. But then it's like during the gradual process they are getting there, the people you even trust actually tend to actually disappoint you. Like,
I mean, it's I beg to differ. It's more about you being conscious enough. You, as in taking a stand. I mean, we should all be known for something. I mean, for me, like, you should be able to take a stand. Okay, I'm in to change this. I mean, you just have to start with the little.
I mean, it feels theoretical, but when you get there and the pressure starts coming,
it's much more of, I mean, an individualistic something. Like, I personally, okay, we are doing, like, I'm doing this for change. I mean, you put in work. It's more about the mindset. I mean, we have to relearn, like, unlearn a lot of stuff. Like, it feels we are being brain stuck on things like
but
this.
It won't be possible if it can't be individualistic in terms of presidency. Let's take presidency. You work with a team. So how are you going to make sure that you have the same kind of mindset
and
with
the
your
people
team?
that
So they push you,
and
the people who sponsor you. So if I have an ideology
different.
and I am behind a specific political party that doesn't want to push my ideology, if I go as an independent candidate, I am not going to get the masses vote. How do I now?
So how do you get?
Aware we have a system where two parties have actually been taking.
I mean, two parties,
and then it seems like it is nowhere near possible where we would have someone even contesting. You understand? So it seems like, fine, we would. You see, the youth now are woke, like we always say, but it's like we can't actually do a lot about it. We can.
I mean, I think we can really do a lot. Like, I mean, you have the numbers, and then it's more about we gathering momentum. Like, we having an agenda. It wouldn't maybe happen in this election. So, I mean, that the change we want might not come. But if we set an agenda in motion, I mean, it's in the long run, we shouldn't be thinking like them in quote
all you're saying
in the 4 years.
Yeah, it all sounds very
all
theoretical.
You're saying is convincing, is theoretical, but the whole thing is. So, do you have a?
So,
you
like
have a plan?
So
you're
like
you have something.
No,
like,
like to me,
like
it's more like we should as individuals, like every individual claiming to be a game changer should be putting in that work. Like those pieces, like little drops of water makes a mighty ocean. Like, so if I'm doing my bit in my corner, you are doing your bit. She is doing her bit. Safoa is also doing a bit. I mean, we like, okay, so we're okay, there's this movement going on. Okay, this guy is doing this way. Like, he's able to put this.
Okay, so what are some of these things we need to do to be actually game changers? Like, we need practical things to do.
I mean, like, as individuals, I mean, you can be doing a bit in your corner. Like me, for instance, I'm a writer. What can I do with my writing? I write stuff on social issues. I mean, people being depressed, people being curtailed, I mean, put in that zone. I should be able to write for them. I should be able to speak up for them. Someone might not have that space to write. Maybe he is, I'm into something more of a sanitation. I mean, he can do some cleanups, like something, just the little things, like, and then it will mass up to that, I mean, gradual perspective that, okay, now the mindset of the people are like, I mean, a bit there, like people should be conscious enough. I mean, we should be moved in that.
I actually agree with you with that. In my corner, I feel to my best ability, I'm trying my best to, from my side, actually do positive stuff. And I have people like me too who are also actually pushing things. But here is the case that you're doing it, but then it keeps becoming like, it's like, when you try to move to the progress, it keeps going away because that's what they are doing. Like, you get what I'm saying?
It's almost like the system is
like,
fighting against you.
So and then you are the funny thing is we neglect that we are part of the system. Like, that system working against us.
Are you aware? You were talking about woke youth. You are aware that some of us, not all of us, are woke. There are still people who are.
I mean, like,
and even people that are woke, some of them are not. Like, woke well, they are like fake woke. I mean, people are standing for the gram these days. I mean, people are just
even people the youth amongst us. Some of us
so
are
I mean, so
well.
what's the bottom line? So, like, are you in for a change or?
Yes, I'm in for a change. But the thing is, what you are saying.
I mean, I feel there shouldn't be a but to it. Like, if you're in,
it's just scary because
it's not
so
about.
It's just scary
not about you putting the tag on yourself as a game changer.
Not that precisely.
No, you have the tag on yourself as a game changer. You are making efforts, but it seems the system. You're talking about us being in the system, and the system is not only us. There are also people in the system as well, just like us. And those people are making it difficult for all of us to get to that progress.
True.
You get it?
I guess it.
Yeah.
So like, but that shouldn't be the point where we break. Like,
I'm not breaking.
That shouldn't be the point where we break. I mean,
No.
that should be the more reason why we have to push harder.
Yes.
Okay, so let me ask this: we all want change on this couch, on the table, right?
Yeah.
Election 2020. Are you voting?
No.
Are you voting? Are you voting?
I'm still thinking of that.
Am I voting? I'll say 80% no. And why is this? Why are we, okay, let's discuss. Why are we not voting? Even though we want change. And that could be an avenue of change, but we are not voting. So what is the reason behind
Here is the case.
you not voting?
You see, I said earlier, the options given to us are not convincing. Like, yeah, fine, I agree. Even if we vote or not, there will still be someone in power, like someone
definitely
who take over. Yes, obviously, and they will be affected by it. But here is the case: what is given to you is not good, and you wouldn't want to have consequences on your head where you know you voted for this person and then the person is messing up, and then you're like, okay, after all, you voted for the person. Why would you complain?
Yes,
so it's
that's
like
true.
For the purposes of my own diligence, like I'll be like, I won't vote for a bad option. We all want to be game changers, but can we really actually make an influence as big as now?
I mean, making that impact now wouldn't be a realistic something like.
Yes, it's not realistic.
Okay.
So I mean, having the momentum, having that rage, that okay, like we are standing for this. Like this is what we, the millennium, are standing for, and
yes.
that should be the move. Like there should be people that will be like like their ideologies, and then will be in line with what the millennium think it is for them, and then that will be the goal. So if I feel like okay, this A pops up with the millennium, I know like that this is our plea. So this is the agenda. I mean, we should push for it. I mean, it's fair enough. Like, okay, let's go for it. I mean, that's how it should go.
Okay, well, this has been an interesting discussion. Everybody has their opinions on the couch. So we're just going to end it here. We're going to throw the question back to the viewers out there. Are you willing to change the game? Are you willing to take the necessary steps to change the game? So this has been fun once again. So Blackman and Kobe Swiss, thank you so much for joining us on the table of men. Jackie?
It's been a wonderful time, and we will see you same time next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.